for some reason, there were 11 productions going in Germany simultaneously, and there was a whole thing in Variety, a little article about how our show topped the Magic Flute in performances in Germany. Why? I don't know. I mean, that was kind of
And why
weird.
1984?
I don't know. I don't know.
Played there for a long time, because
Yeah.
I saw it in Germany in 1981, and it
Yeah,
was
so
really fun to see it there.
I don't know. Is there something about the German sensibility that takes to that? I just don't know why. It was a big hit in Germany. Japan, too. We have a cast album in Japanese. Oh, with a huge orchestra.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of
really?
a Sauter-Finnegan orchestra. It's kind of
Really?
fun. I liked it.
Oh, I want to hear that. But you brought in a number of different
I
international
did.
cast albums.
There were 2 cast albums from Sweden that was done on a number of places, and then Copenhagen. I saw the one in Copenhagen also. It was really fun. But the German one was interesting because I was talking to the guy who plays Joe, the manager, after the show. We all went out for wine and pizza somewhere, and I said, I really loved the way you defended your character. I mean, you made Joe really, it gave the woman so much more to come up against because you were totally convinced that you were right. And I said, of course, I mean, any actor should do that, right? That's acting 101. But some of our American men, I think, were afraid the audience might think that they were actually male chauvinist pigs. So they had to kind of do it in a way that this isn't me, this is some other guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And so the young guy who was playing Jake in Germany was sitting with us, and when I said that about, you really played it as though Joe was right, the young guy said, well, he is right. Like that. So obviously the men there thought that that's why they could play it that way. But it worked really well because it gave Heather so much more to come up against, and you felt even more for her.
Yeah, and so those men weren't embarrassed by being Joe.
No, they weren't embarrassed by being Joe because they thought Joe was
right.
the protagonist somehow. Yeah, and there was another funny thing that happened in Germany. Every time the girls sing in Strong Woman number, they sing, maybe we need a wife. And the manager picks herself like this. And the audience always howls. Well, in Germany, they sang this German line and nothing.
Really?
No reaction whatsoever. So when we were out at this party, Keith, my husband, asked the translator who was there, he said, I'm just curious about something. How that line that in the American production, maybe we need a wife, how did you translate that? And she said, oh, well, there's really no way to say that in German, so I said, things aren't the way they used to be.
That's a laugh line for sure. That's a thigh slapper.
And so when we went on and asked her about it, she said, well, the word wife in the context of the show, an American wife, is different because they do everything for their husbands. Everything. I mean, they really do all the things.
The
that
German? Wait,
no, in America.
Oh.
And European wives don't really do all those things. Maybe they have people to help in different areas more or something. She said, just wife, there's no really word for that. I mean, Frau is not, the Frau just means Mrs. There's a word that starts with E that I don't remember that means spouse or something. But there's no word that encompasses all the things that a wife does in America. Or a traditional wife.
Traditional.
I just